Hey guys, what's up? It's getting close to that magic time of year where those big girls are going to start moving up on beds. Typically, in Oklahoma around the end of April, bass are going to slide up in the back of the pockets to spawn. But right now, it's the end of March. The days are getting longer, the afternoons are getting warmer. The mornings are still cold, but the afternoons are getting warmer. And those fish are they're sliding up on those warm afternoons. Yeah, they're still transitioning back into the back of the pockets, but not necessarily talking about the transition of the fish. I'm just talking about, in my opinion, on those warm days in that pre-spawn when the water's in the 50s, those fish are going to slide up in those shallow, flatter banks onto that warmer rock to feed up on crawfish, shad, yeah, but more crawfish. So I'm going to show you today kind of what I do when I go out to the lakes in this time of year to kind of target in on those fish that are moving up or transitioning. So my first spot I want to show you is an early pre-spawn spot that the bass have moved up on late in the afternoon to feed. It could be a spawning area, but in my opinion, it's just a good area because it was right off the main channel and it had a larger shallow flat area. On this spot, I had struggled to find fish or bait anywhere on the lake. As it got later in the day, the water started to warm to about the mid-50s. I started to graph lots of bait in this area. I was throwing a KVD 1.5 flat in around 6 to 10 foot of water, and I was just targeting basically bait balls on this flat and just kind of casting towards the bank, up towards the timber, and bringing it out. On this spot, the bass were a little further back in the creek arm. The wind was blowing into the creek around 15 miles an hour. In my experience, when you have wind like this, the bass don't want to be directly in it, but not far from it. At least they want to be, if they are in it, they want to be behind something, some cover, a little bit of a break from the wind. So in this situation, they were tucked up tight to the cover, just out of the current. I had back-to-back bites on this spot. Unfortunately, one of them was a large catfish, but with a slight stain to the water and the timber being in the water, this was an ideal spot for them to kind of get up out of the wind and stay close to that main current and channel. I was able to catch this 3-pounder on a Bandit 200 in probably less than 3 foot of water. The next few spots happened on the same lake on the same day. The reason why I want to show you these spots is because if you pay attention to your pattern, you will reduce your time fishing and increase your time catching. The problem I had on this day was finding spots that lined up just like the others. The first place I got bit was in the mouth of this creek. I fish this creek a lot because it's close to the boat ramp where many tournament fish are released. So this was my first stop. I didn't even fire up the big motor, I just trolled over there. If you notice, this bank was facing north-northwest, which would be a key to my pattern, and I'll get to that shortly. I caught 2 fish off this small chunk rock bank just inside the mouth of the short creek. They came in around 4 to 6 foot of water on a medium fast retrieve. Both of these fish I caught, one in the morning and one in the afternoon, and I knew if I came back in the afternoon, with the day warming up, that rock would heat up and there'd be more fish eating up on that shallow rock. After getting this first fish off the spot, I wanted to see if this would be a pattern, so I started looking for flatter banks just inside of short creeks or pockets facing north-northwest. I caught a little bit of everything on these spots and would have caught more had I found the same banks, but after a lot of rain in Oklahoma, the lake was kind of dirty in spots and clear in spots, and I wanted to find that mix, which made it even more difficult to find the spots that I was looking for because it really reduced my water. Remember guys, in the pre-spawn, don't count spots out. If you've gone there in the morning and you haven't caught anything, or even if you have caught something, go back in the afternoon and remember to fish those spots again. As you saw in the video, I caught 2 fish off the exact same spot, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. So I knew that spot lined up with my pattern and I wanted to go back there. Those fish are constantly moving up. They're replenishing those areas because it's getting warmer. They're sliding up on those rocks to feed. So new fish are moving up. So just stick with those spots. You just never know, especially if it's going to line up with your pattern. As always, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this new format that we're doing. We're hoping to do a few more like it. Leave your comments below and we'll catch you next time.